Good morning all of you. So today's lecture is about the next method of transportation model, Vogel's approximation method, VAM method. So the first two problems already I have solved on northwest corner method and least cost entry method. Same numerical is solved by Vogel's approximation method. Three factories F1, F2, F3 and four warehouses W1, W2, W3, W4 are given. Capacities of each factory are given. Requirements of all the warehouses are given. The first step is to check whether the sum of capacities is equal to sum of requirements or not. So it is coming to 34. Now, what is the first step of Vogel's approximation method? For penalties. So we have to find out the penalties of each row and each column. What is the penalty of each row? First row, see what is the smallest element and the second smallest element. The smallest element is 10, second smallest element is 19. So take the difference of the smallest and the second smallest cost of each row. So it is 9. It is 9. Second row, the smallest cost is 30. The second smallest is 40. The penalty is 10. Third row, the smallest cost is 8. The second smallest cost is 20. The 20 minus 8 is 12. Similarly, for each column we have to find out the penalty. So what is penalty? It is the difference between the smallest and the second smallest cost. So smallest is 19, the second smallest is 40. So 40 minus 19 is 21. Column number 2, smallest cost is 8, second smallest cost is 30. Correct? So the difference is 22. Column number 3, what is the smallest cost? The smallest cost is 40, second smallest cost is 10. So the penalty is 10. Column 4, W4, the smallest cost is 10, second smallest is 20. Here the penalty will be coming as 10. Correct? So first find the penalty of each row and each column and then select the highest penalty. The highest penalty is 22. In that column, see which is the lowest cost. Lowest cost is 8. So here we have to do the maximum allocation. So 8 means it is under F3 and W2. Here the requirement is 8, capacity is 18. Capacity is 18. So requirement all the 8 I can allocate here. All the 8 I can allocate here. After allocating the first one, see whether row is satisfied or column is satisfied. Row is not yet satisfied. Here it is 18, it is 8. Column is satisfied, 8, 8. So you can, by a dotted line, you can delete this column. By a dotted line, you can delete this column and you write here deleted first. Now the remaining matrix is W1, W3, W4. Once again, after each allocation, find out what is the penalty of each row and each column. Now this is deleted. Smallest is 10, second smallest is 19, the penalty is 9. In the second row, smallest now it is 40, second smallest is 60, the penalty will be 20. Third row, smallest is 20, 40, penalty is 20. Column wise, first column the penalty will be 21. Second column is deleted. Third column 40, 50, the penalty is 10. The last column the penalty is 10. Difference between smallest and second smallest cost. Now take the highest penalty from row or column. So highest is 21. In the highest penalty row or column, now it is column here, select the lowest cost. So lowest cost is 19. It is F1, W1. So requirement here is 5, capacity is 7. So I can allocate here 5. If row is satisfied, delete row. If column is satisfied, delete column. Here also once again column is satisfied. So delete this column. Second deletion. Now the remaining matrix is this much. Once again find the penalty of each row and each column. So now smallest is 10, second smallest is 50. So penalty is 40. Here the penalty is 20. Here the penalty is 50. These two row columns have gone. Now penalty is here 40, 50, it is 10. Here the penalty is 10. Highest penalty is 50 in this row. Smallest cost is 20. So here you do the maximum allocation. It is in F3, W4. W4's requirement is 14. What is the capacity here? only 10 is remaining now. 8 is gone, so only 10. So I can do an allocation of 10 here. I can do an allocation of 10 only. Now row and column, check which is satisfied. Now row is satisfied, correct? Row is satisfied. So if row is satisfied, delete the row. Delete the row. Delete this row. Check if any column is satisfied. Yes, if anything is satisfied, you can do that also. Now see, once again find the penalty. 10, 50, the penalty is 40, penalty is 20, here the penalty is 10, 40, 50, here the penalty is 40. Highest penalty is this or this, you can select randomly. If I take this 40, also the same answer. If I take this 40, the same answer. If I take this highest penalty, in this lowest cost is 10. So do the maximum allocation here. How much you can do the allocation? It is F1, W4. In F1, capacity is now, remaining capacity is 2. Because 5 is there here. 2. In this cell, W4's requirement is 4 now. It is 4. But available is 2. So I will do allocation of 2. And now row is satisfied. 7. 5 plus 2, 7. So this can be deleted. Row is satisfied. This can be deleted. Now only one row is remaining. So directly you can do the allocation. So smallest cost is 9 here. Sorry, this is capacity. So only one row is remaining, 40, 60. So the smallest cost is 40. How much you can allocate here? 40. Requirement is 7. Capacity is 9. So I can do here 7. Correct? Now this one. How much you can do here? 2. 14. This is 7. This is 8. Check the requirements and capacities. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 8 plus 10, 18. So this is how we do the penalties. We calculate the penalties. For example, sometimes if the costs are same, suppose smallest is 10, second smallest is also 10. In such cases, you have to take 10 minus 10. The penalty will be 0. Correct? Therefore, the initial basic feasible solution is equals to 19 into 5 plus 10 into 2 plus 40 into 7 plus 60 into 2, 60 into 2, how much is that? 19 into 5, 10 into 2, 40 into 7, 60 into 2 plus 8 into 8 and last is 20 into 10. This you have to add. 19 5s are 95 plus 20 plus 280 plus 120 plus 64 plus 200. So what is the total here now? If we add it, it is 95, 20, 280, 120, 64, 200. If I add this, what is the answer? 5 plus 4, it is 9, 10, 11, 19, 21, 27, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 779. So here I got the answer, which is 779. This is the transportation cost. If you see the three methods, yesterday's two methods and this one, same problem I have solved, but different answers I have got. The smallest cost I have got by Vogel's approximation method. So this method is the most optimum method. So we have found out the initial basic feasible solution. This is the way to solve the problem by Vogel's approximation method. Correct? Now in the next class we will see optimality test, Modi method. How to check whether these answers are optimum or not. That method is called as UV method or Modi method. Thank you.